Hello, and welcome to the introduction on the Navigator Portal presented by the Data Use for School Improvement team. The Data Use for School Improvement team is housed in the Office of Accountability, and we focus on a variety of different trainings, including the ones that you currently see on your screen. And today we are going to be talking about the Navigator Portal and how it can be helpful for teachers and using it to drive their instruction within their classroom. Our objectives for today are as follows. By the end of our time, teachers will be able to deepen their understanding of utilizing data reports on the CMS Navigator Portal, understand key reports that are useful for individual teachers, engage in data analysis and discussion to improve teacher and student outcomes. Module resources that are available for you are as follows. The slideshow presentation, an assessment terminology guidance document that outlines a variety of different types of assessments that we administer here in CMS, a one-pager that includes 10 key data terms, the Navigator Portal Overview document. This is a step-by-step handout that outlines how to log on to the Navigator Portal and how to access each report. And finally, the quiz, which is in a scavenger hunt style that you are required to submit in order to receive credit for going through this course. So what is the Navigator Portal? The Navigator Portal is our in-house data platform that houses the following types of data: demographic information about students, their assessment history, including the EOG, the EOC, the NCFE, Reading 3D, TRC, and DIBELS, EVAS data, MAP data, Bright Beginnings, College Board data, as well as students' ACT assessment data. You'll see a variety of different reports in the portal. All of these reports have a different purpose. Some of them are focused on literacy, some are focused on math, while others are focused on attendance. You'll see their enrollment information and any behavior incident information that we have on our students, as well as a variety of other information that we have. We really would like for the Navigator Portal to be a one-stop shop for all things data and learning about your students. So how can you use the portal? You can use it to learn about the district, school, and student demographic, as well as their academic performance. You can identify trends and patterns in the school and students' academic performance, and you can also use it to goal set with students to provide interventions and supports and differentiated instruction. All right, so let's dig in. How do I access the portal? There are a number of ways to access the portal. One of them is through the CMS intranet. Once you get to this intranet, click on My CMS Portals, and then underneath My Portal, click Navigator Portal, and that will take you straight to the home page. Or you can simply type in navigator.cms.k12.nc.us. Finally, you can also use your CMS issued laptop. If you go to the desktop on that laptop, you should see an icon that looks sort of like a compass. It's red, black, and white, and it says Navigator at the bottom of it. If you click on that icon, it will take you directly to the Navigator portal. Okay. One of the resources that I do want to highlight is our 10 key data terms one-pager. This is where you'll find the definition of a lot of different acronyms that are used on the portal. And you can access this just by clicking on resources just below this video. And you should see a link that will take you to this one-pager. A few definitions that I want to highlight are found in number 2 and number 4. And so we have L, which is English learner, EC, which is exceptional children, IEP, individual education plans, 504, plans developed for students with a disability who receive accommodations, AIG, academically intellectually gifted, SWD, students with disabilities, MCV, McKinney-Vento. This status is given to students who live in transitory homes and who do not have a permanent home. And then number 4, which is GLP and CCR, GLP stands for grade level proficiency. This starts at level 3 in our district on the EOG and EOC assessments. And CCR is college and career ready. This is level 4 and level 5 only on the EOG and EOC assessments. And as a reminder, the EOG and EOC are scored on a 5-point scale ranging from level 1 to level 5. Okay. I also want to take a moment to highlight the difference between achievement and growth. So achievement is reaching a set achievement benchmark, which can include level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or if you are taking the TRC, it includes a letter that is set for that specific grade level. Growth is looking at how much a student has improved in their learning over time. This is displayed on the EVAS data as exceeds, meets, or does not meet. Okay, and so a student can have a level 1 and still have shown growth in their class. They can come to you as a low level 1 and leave as a high level 1. And that will mean that they have shown some sort of growth. Here are the reports that we are going to review today. The school profile overview basically gives us an overview for the district, learning community, and individual schools. It lets us know who is enrolled at that school, what teachers teach at that school, what is the school performance grade, and how has that school been trending over time in their academic performance. The next report is the current enrollment report. This is available for teachers who have students assigned to them in PowerSchool, and it lets you know the student demographics along with a history of their assessment data. The student profile gives you specific information on students, including demographics, prior assessment performance, attendance data, previous schools they have attended, as well as any types of EWI or ERI flags. EWI is short for Early Warning Indicator, and ERI is short for Elementary Risk Indicator. Both of these let us know the likelihood that a student has of graduating on time with their cohort or continuing on to the next grade with their cohort. The Lexile level roster for teacher is a report that gives you students' Lexile levels from the previous EOG or EOC assessment. Current Lexiles based on the MAP assessment are updated as kids take that MAP assessment throughout the school year. And this is only updated for kids in grades K through 8. So let's dig in. Our first report is that school profile overview. In order to access this report, you can follow the pathway listed at the top of this slide. And so you just go to your Navigator portal, hover over reports, click all reports, click under NC Ready Assessment Results, you should see the school profile overview as an option. This report provides an overview of that school. And so what you're looking at now is the district profile overview. At the time this screenshot was taken, we had 151,000 kids enrolled in the district. And then here's the demographic information for students who are enrolled in our district. It also lets you know about teachers. So teachers who have an advanced degree, the number of highly qualified teachers that we have, as well as their teaching experience in CMS. So I would say that this report is good for familiarizing yourself with the district and the school where you'll be teaching. If you are a new teacher to CMS or just beginning in your teaching career, this is a great report just to see sort of the lay of the land of the school that you'll be going to. And if you are a veteran teacher, I encourage you to look at this report, especially at the beginning of the school year, so you can sort of see how your school is starting and how you have been trending over time. Veteran teachers typically will have that knowledge of the school and can be able to say if certain things happened at different points that might have attributed to a change in any results that we're seeing in our school profile. You'll see the school performance grade for every single school that has enough data. And so School performance grades are made up 80% of proficiency, 20% is based on student growth, and schools receive a letter grade ranging from A, B, C, D, or F. And then next to it, you'll see the EVAS data. This is letting us know how that school has shown growth over the course of that school year. And in this example, the school has exceeded growth every single school year. If you are looking at a high school profile overview, then you'll see the cohort graduation rate and how it has changed over time as indicated by a green arrow or a red arrow. Okay. You'll also see student performance for each assessment that is taken at that school and how kids have been trending over time. And so college and career readiness is noted by the dark green line, grade level proficiency is noted by the light green line, and level 1s and 2s are noted by the red line. Okay. So I encourage you, if you'd like, to go ahead and pause the video right here to dig into the school profile overview, just to be able to sort of get familiar with this report. The next report that we are going to review is the current enrollment. You can access this report using the pathway at the top of the slide. And essentially, this report is going to give you drill-in capabilities for every single student that you teach as displayed in PowerSchool. Okay. And so if you do not have students attached to your name in PowerSchool, then you will not see them here in this report. If you feel that you need to see a specific student's information, if you are an EC teacher or another type of support teacher who needs to see information for kids who are not necessarily assigned to you, then I encourage you to reach out to your principal to request a different level of access so that you're able to see information for those students. All right, so when we look at the current enrollment report, we see just sort of like an overview of kids who are enrolled in our class. In this example, we have a total of 85 students, 53 of them are female and 32 of them are male. And then it shows us sort of their race, their ethnicity, EC category, LEP status, McKinney-Vento status, and how many are on a 504 plan. We can see that this information was sort of in a spreadsheet. I see the number of kids enrolled in each of my blocks along with the grades that they currently have in my course. Okay. And if I click on a specific course, then I can see sort of a spreadsheet that looks similar to that current enrollment report. Clicking on a student ID number or anything that is listed in blue will take you to a different page for that. And we call it the student profile. The student profile is sort of that file that we keep on every single student that gives us information about that kid, including parent contact information, any special needs or special programs that they may be enrolled in, previous schools they've attended within the district, their attendance information, current course schedule, and updated grades. We also include their early warning indicator status as well as their assessment result. Okay, so here's a snapshot of what a kid's schedule may look like. We include this so that you can know how kids are doing in their other classes. So if you're wondering if a kid is just struggling in your class, you can sort of see this. Or if you notice that they're excelling in other classes but not yours, then you may be able to sort of ask those teachers what strategies they're using that they find to be successful with that student. This right here is a screenshot of their EOG data over time and their MAP assessment data. And then this is where we have their early warning indicator listed. So it looks like this student's current risk level is low, which is good. This means that they have a very high probability of graduating from high school on time with their cohort. And so some factors that might limit a student and graduating on time are listed here below. And we include this information not so that it is a self-fulfilling prophecy, but we more so include it so we as teachers know how to provide support from day one. So if I know that a student if they have trouble with attendance, and I can sort of build in supports that will help them to be successful before the school year starts, things of that nature. Now, we do realize that some of these are out of our control, such as being over age for grade level. There's certainly nothing that we can do about that. We can't turn back the hands of time, but what we can do is make sure that those students are caught up to the best of our abilities. Okay, here are just the key ideas for that student profile. You can take a moment to read these on your own. The last report that we're going to be digging into is the Lexile level roster for teacher. This report is useful not just for those teachers who teach language arts or English or reading, but useful for all teachers because reading is something that kids are going to be doing in all of our classrooms. And so this lets me know a kid's Lexile level, where they ended the year, as noted by the sort of, I would say, dark coral bar, where they are beginning the year, as noted by the pink bar, and where they should be for this grade level, as indicated by the green bar. If you are a teacher teaching grades K through 8, then these Lexile level bars should update as students take the MAP assessment throughout the year. And if you are a high school teacher, then you should be able to see just that dark coral bar along with their current EOG, EOC data, and the green bar, which indicates where they should be. One of the resources that we recommend for that report is Newsela or News ELA. It has a variety of different pronunciations depending on who you ask. But essentially, this is an online instructional content platform, and it houses a different amount of informational text, and you can use it to differentiate instruction based on students' reading levels if that is something that you are interested in doing. Okay. So key ideas for this report are listed on the screen. I will allow you guys time to read those on your own. All right, that brings us to the end of our slideshow. We do encourage you to access additional resources by clicking on that resource button right underneath this video or by going to our home page that we have on the internet at bit.ly/DuceyCMS, and this link is case sensitive. If you would like to receive credit for this course, please be sure to submit your quiz at the end in order for you to be eligible to receive credit in My Talent. Thank you so much for listening to this Navigator Portal Overview video.